Hey everybody!
Hey!
Hey everybody! I am at Lindinhof and I have my mask on and we are socially distant. So welcome everyone to our live stream and to Lindinhof. And I have a friend over my shoulder here, but we are. Hello, Megan.
Hey! Hi everybody, how are you?
Hey lady, thanks for having us.
Welcome to Lindinhof.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to be hard to understand because I am going to be leaving my mask on because this is not my home. This is her home. And we're going to stay socially distant. So I'm going to be all muffled and she's going to be very easy to understand.
Yay!
So here we are. I love your screens, Megan.
Their screens. Also, check out the fans.
Yeah.
The aisle. Whoop, that's the lights.
So this is great. So you got a little air conditioning, so to speak, for the horses. I do love the full. I'm just getting the lay of the full floor to ceiling bug control.
For bug control.
That is absolutely awesome. And so, can you show them how you get your horses in and out? Because these separate so the horses can go through. Look at that.
And then if your horse really doesn't like the screens, but usually it takes a week. You know, if some of the horses don't like the screen, you can just flip them.
That is fantastic.
To the side, and then you can walk your horse.
They're little draperies. Yeah. This is great. I love it. I'm jealous. I want them. Yeah.
Smart Pack. Get them from Smart Pack.
All right. So you go to smartpack.com. That is fantastic. What a great feature. Yeah. And the fans are fabulous. And this horse here is saying hello. Hello, horsey.
And each stall has a fan in it.
That's wonderful.
This side of the barn is actually the original part of the barn.
Okay, so tell us how long you've been here and how long ago approximately that you guys built this. So your family moved on to this property when you were a kid, a little girl, and there was nothing here. So you guys built the barn and the pastures, got everything.
And all we built was this brown barn, which is 60 by I think 180. And it was 3 stalls, and it was in 1992 that we built it, and that's all we had.
Okay.
So
so everything since then has been slowly added onto and added upon.
What?
Added upon.
Added upon.
Sorry, I'm muffled in mask. Apologize.
Yeah, why don't you give them the full view?
Okay, so hang on, folks. We're gonna back up against these fabulous.
So these
shades.
3 stalls were here.
Okay.
We did not have a ceiling because this used to be my haymow above these stalls. And then a couple years later, my dad and I built this tack room and these 2 stalls.
So this is your tack room?
No.
Oh.
This, it used to be. So it used to be a private barn when I was 9 years old. This stairwell wasn't here. These lockers weren't here.
Okay.
So, and then this actually used to be one in here, the grain room, and we would keep tack in here. And it looks totally different now.
So we'll quickly kind of just get a peek. So this is one of your tack rooms?
This side of the barn is actually the school horse side where the school horses live. And so people who lease horses actually get their own lockers. And so I'll show you a different one, but so in here they can keep their stuff. Usually they don't have saddles.
But if it was like a horse in training, this would have like saddle, rack, and
we'll show you that.
Really nice. And so it looks like there's an upper part.
There is an upper part that's more for personal stuff.
Brushes maybe, things like that.
There used to be a saddle.
And so let's describe what I just about hit my head on.
This is the tack cleaning hook.
That's the tack hook.
And then we have a bucket for bits that you dump the bits in, and then we have a bucket for tack. And then we usually have tack cleaning supplies here, and then dirty rags. Go in the dirty rag bucket. So
there is an expectation of your students to keep their school horse tack clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is rightly so. Looks like you got some great photos.
We have great photos of students in the past,
Past
actually.
and current. That's awesome.
Yep. So if you come out here, we'll show you here.
Okay, so this is the main part of the barn, and you said your dad and you built this whatever we
side.
were in the room. You said it used to be feed and your own private tack room.
Yep. And we just had 3 stalls, and then we built 2 extras, so we had 5 stalls total. We just had a dirt floor here. These are pavers. And then that actually used to be my riding hall out there. And then we had hay up above.
Sure.
So that was the farm.
Yeah. So that was the original, you said built in the early 90s.
1992.
Okay, and you were a little girl.
I was a little girl. That's what it looked like. And so then if you come over here, we have.
You said the stairwells are not original to when you built the place.
No, we built a little lounge. We can take you up there a little bit later.
Okay.
And this was not here. This was a ladder with here.
Sure.
Going straight up to our hay loft.
Sure. Those are always fun. I remember those as a kid. The straight up and down ladder.
Yep. So this is it's a locker, a tack locker for one of our schools.
Okay.
So spirit. So if somebody signed up for a lesson, I would say you have spirit. So it's labeled. You open it. Voila. Here is his bridle neatly put away. Here is his skirt.
Very clean.
Very clean. And then in here we have brushes and his boots, swat, treats. And then here we have the saddle.
That's Spirit's saddle.
That is Spirit's saddle.
All right. Fits the horse.
Fits the horse.
All right. So that's his locker.
That is his. And so then what you would do is come over here. So you would tack him up in this area.
Okay.
So you would come down here. We have 2 cross ties in this aisle. He gets the saddle. His saddle pads are on his door. He would be in this stall.
Oh yeah. See, we got
Spirit.
There he is.
So it's all connected. And then he has, in the winter time, we have coolers are usually on here, and blankets. Right now, it's just fly spray, and they lose these all the time.
Fly bonnet, fly mask.
Bonnet.
Yep. Okay.
So this is where you would tack up your horse.
So this is Spirit stalls we just saw.
Yep.
Very nice. All right. And like you said, this is kind of the school horse area. This is great.
Yep.
So this was the original portion of Lindinhof.
This was, yeah.
This is where you as a little girl had your horses.
Yep. Right here.
And now you said straight ahead was the original arena.
That was the original arena. So where those lights are going down, there's a little tunnel down there.
It looks like there's a door. We'll get there eventually, but
that used to be my indoor riding room.
So that was an indoor arena, and now there's stalls. So you've made some significant changes.
Huge. So now we'll go up to the lot.
Oh, all right, people, bear with me, guys, as I attempt to climb the stairs while holding on to the camera.
It's very steep.
All right, it's a good thing we have, what do you call it, a handle for me.
We have a railing.
And I will try not to step on your phone.
Don't step on the phone.
So here we go. We're going up.
So we have a nice little lounge.
Wait, I'm not all the way up yet. This is cute.
Movies.
Look at that. We've got a full cabinet of movies.
We have a couple of sofas.
Hey, look at this.
And we have a TV.
Nice.
Yeah, so if people come too early, one day we'll have like a movie night.
Look at this. Comfortable.
Yeah, pretty fancy.
You got a TV situation here. Got a fan. It's like a little surround sound.
Yep.
Oh, this is really nice.
Yep.
Look at that. My gosh, if you wanted to, you could come back in the corner here and kick back and sleep.
Yeah, it doesn't get used that much. We have dust.
Well, Yeah, but it's fun. It's great.
Yeah.
So you can have little movies. So if the parents are here with the kids, would they come up here if they wanted to?
They can if they want to.
Yeah. So we got a little red fan, some really cute lights. This is great.
Yep. And we can even
Is this surround sound?
Yep. If
Whoa.
it's too bright, you can just turn these off.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yep.
What a great thing for your clients. That is fantastic.
We'll let you go down first.
All right. So yeah, you got quite the movie collection for them too. That's awesome. All right, people.
Head it down. It's a little steep.
Okay, we're going to show you guys. This reminds me when I was in Estonia in one of the old monastery churches. And they were narrower than this, steeper than this. And there was a lot less footing.
Yeah.
All right. So,
oh, and before
hey everybody.
Before we go on, let's
Okay, I'm fine.
I don't know if we can go too far because we'll miss the Wi-Fi. But
Hey, who's this?
That's June. She's our supervisor.
Hi,
She
June.
actually runs the show.
So June owns and runs the property. She is
does.
the
She is
CEO
our fearless leader.
Hi, June.
She does it all.
Well, hello. YouTube says hi. Aren't you cute? You gonna say hi? Hi, YouTube. All right, everybody. This is June.
So we have a wash rack out there
Okay.
with 2 stalls, so 2 people can be out there at the same time. There's hoses on either side.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't think we want to go further, but
no, but there's, as you guys can see, the property goes beyond. And you want to talk about any plans for that?
Yeah, I hope in the future that we're gonna, well, this year I'd like to. We'll see how it goes. I want to build an outdoor riding arena, and then hopefully in a few years I can make it into a covered arena.
That's fantastic.
So that's my goal.
Yeah.
So down there we'll have a riding arena.
And June can supervise.
June can teach all the lessons.
Okay. All right. I'm following you.
Back in.
All right.
So now we can go all the way to the end here, and you can see what used to be the riding arena. It was quite small.
Hey, any kind of covered arena in the Midwest is. So I'm going to actually show up because that looks like those would be the walls. So that was the side of the arena.
Yep.
And then to this side of the arena. So this was your arena. And then I don't know if you guys can see yet, but you can see there's kind of a rolling door down there. That would be the end of.
That would be it.
So that was the original. That was the original riding arena.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
And so in 1992 we built all of this, and then in 2003, I added on the other side of the bar, which is now closed. We're not going to go over there; it's a mess. But it's 6 stalls. It's a tack room, and a tack up area. So that's over there. So I originally, when I first started as young professional, at 11 stalls all together, and it was really close and cramped, and we were always on top of each other. The farrier would work here, the vet would work here, and then people are trying to tack up, and then I'm trying to teach a lesson and stay focused. So it's really difficult. And so now this is the farrier's area, but it's usually on Monday when Mondays are supposed to be my day off. And so he had this area, no one bothered him coming in and out, so he can do his job.
He's got fans he can run.
He has a fan. Each stall you can see has a fan in it. And then my vet has her own area. So we'll come around here. We have a nice wall. It's nice, you get ribbons, and I've had students over here, so it's really nice to just put their pictures up of my students that have earned their bronze medal, students that have earned their silver medal, and actually I'm missing one. I'm gonna have to text her and get her picture on the wall. So it's really kind of nice to
That's awesome.
Have this, and then I've had special horses throughout the year, and it's nice, like this one's competing at dressage at Devon with one horse.
Okay, hang on, let's take a look.
Yep, his name was Bueno Noches. And so I have some nice pictures. And then I had another horse whose name, we called him Huey, but his registered name was No Doubt. And then we actually won. This is terrible. This was at Devon, so we actually need to clean that. And then this is the horse I got my gold medal on. His name was a gold card. So it's nice to have his pictures. And then this horse helped me get my silver, Dutch Chocolate Delight. So it's nice to have his pictures on the wall.
Love the names. Gotta love the names. Cool names.
This is Dutch Chocolate Delight, and Nuri was this horse's name. And then Albrecht is a horse I trained to Grand Prix, and this is her as I think a 3 or a 4-year-old. And then This is a nice horse that I imported. I really, really love this horse.
We're getting a little, sorry everybody for the glare, but that's the fun of actually photo frames, and it's obviously light outside.
And this was a horse I went to nationals with, and he was a national champion in, when was that? I think 2014. And then we have various little trophies and ribbons that I've accumulated over the years. So it's nice to have this wall, just to remember things. But over here are,
Sorry, I'm sneezing.
come on over.
I'm sneezing, sorry.
This is my vet area.
Okay, I will back up here and let you kind of explain it so everybody can see it if I get back far enough. Okay.
So it's just a really nice stall, and it's very large, so that way you can work on both sides. It's really nice to have on the length here. We have plugs on either side.
Your
for,
power.
when you're doing X-rays, so
Yeah.
that way you don't have cords everywhere.
More fun pictures and ribbons.
More fun pictures. We also, in this area, it's like vet wrap, things for abscesses, things for wounds. We have abscess gloves, and then passports. And then on this side, it's just a list of things that need to happen in a calendar and markers. So it's all here.
You got a lot of fun things on the wall.
We have a lot of things.
Yeah, it's good for horses to see things.
And then on this side, the horses have them too. And so what's different about this side,
Oh.
so that way it's kind of cool. And he brings the horses in and take the blanket off. Hopefully they're not him as well as the horses.
Yeah, that's great.
So eventually I'd like to actually put Revia solarium, which is European, and it's with more light to be right on their back. So that's my goal.
Yeah.
And eventually I'd like to have a treadmill, a horse treadmill here. But we haven't done that yet. And I was thinking of a wash rack here, an insert wash rack. We'll see how that goes.
All right.
Take it over here. But we have lots of and then we have this one, this side. This is the horse. So I have pictures of King. Kingsley was his name, and we had went to nationals and had won at nationals, and so we have his cooler and a couple of his pictures here.
Sorry, YouTube, for the reflection, but doing our best as we can. So that's awesome.
And then in this section, Lindinhof actually won an award through the Oregon Chamber, and it's here. We were recognized for building renovation in 2016, and so that just kind of is a reminder of that night's acceptance speech. And this is actually what the farm looked like when in 1992, when we first built the farm.
Okay.
So those 3 stalls, this was actually a pasture. We had an outdoor, there was a door at the end, and now this is my covered riding arena.
There's the original barn. Very
Yep.
cool.
That's what it looked like. Over here, this is this part here is the magic of the farm. This is called.
This is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens.
This is the Manure House.
So come on in.
This is where the magic happens. This is where the most important thing happens, which is the disposal of the manure.
It's all covered, and
this is fantastic.
Yeah, my tractor is covered. My manure spreader is covered.
Because you live in the Midwest where it's nasty cold in the wintertime.
And it used to get rained on, snowed on. It would
I really appreciate this ledge. This is fantastic because you just run your wheelbarrow right up, and
then there's the wheelbarrows.
And dump right into your manure spreader. This is awesome. Yeah, and everything.
The wheelbarrows. There's manure for it.
This is great.
Yep.
That is very helpful and efficient. Yeah.
And over here are more for rooms and a rake.
That is awesome. And I see you've got lots of fly control out.
We try.
What is the balloon?
Those are for birds.
Oh, little scary eyes and owls and things.
And it's supposed to scare the birds away.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not sure it works, but we're trying.
You have a hose collection, so you got lots of nice storage capacity in here as well. But yeah, this is fantastic.
Yep. So this is it.
Truly, where the important thing, which is always keeping the barn clean and the manure out.
You got it.
That's awesome.
And right next to it, we have the feed room.
Now, this is what the horses would say is the most important part of the farm.
So we get a semi, and they come on pallets, and this is super, super nerve-wracking. We have a door at the other end, and trying to bring these in with the bobcat is like super, super nerve-wracking. But over here is where the grain is stored, and we open bags like senior, NAPU, and the grain and all the vitamins are all stored right there. We won't go.
No, that's fine. But
see it. Yeah.
It's a tack room. Yes. Look at all your shavings. Boy, this is, oh my gosh.
3 deep. I think there's, I don't know, 24 of these.
Does it take you all day to unload?
No, just the morning now. I have to hire somebody that has a heavy bobcat and who does it on a regular basis because I've done it only once, taking it out of a semi, and it's super terrifying. But while he unloads them, I bring them in with with my bobcat.
Wow.
And it just comes through that door, and I just stack them.
Yeah, this looks like it'll last you a while.
About 6 months.
That's nice.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is a great space. I mean, you got lots of room for all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
Okay. So, and again, the manure house, which is extremely important.
Pride and joy.
Yeah, well, important.
And so
keeping a farm clean is important.
Yep. Yeah, lesson horses over here. You can how the lesson horses over here, and then horses training are over here. And they get a bar to put blankets, extra saddle pads, and then a bar, saddle pads that we look at. So like fly sheets are folded, blankets are folded. And then we have
feed door.
Here. And then we have like a thing for hay, a hay net in there, which is so nice for cleanup now. Like we can just put the hay in there. And before they were urinating with manure on the hay, stomping it all, wasting it.
Sure.
So now it's just so nice
and
to
it
manage.
slows them down.
So nice to manage. And I highly recommend these latches. We put a little lock on it, so I find that over the years this kind of bends, and then they can just easily open the door,
stick their butt on the door and slide it,
and you can just latch it, and they can't do that. And so the ask owners leave saddle pads on the door that we're going to use. We always use the bottom one if there's multiple, but the top one is always dirty, so that's how we do it here.
You rotate around.
Yep. And then small moving down, we have so for this part of the barn, they have 3 pack-up bays.
Wow.
And so in each pack-up bay has a door for when the horse manures, there's a bucket, there's a little step stool, so someone's too short. If they want to put their coats up, there's hooks. They just put their saddles over the wood, and then they put their bridles first. They just attach them here, and it's really simple. 20 feet away. So they have their own tack cleaning hook. They have their own tack buckets.
Just so they can see, this is a pretty good sized tack room here.
Yep, it's huge. They're a bit spoiled. You have garbage, you have dirty laundry, folded laundry, extra books, in the wintertime, warm water, and hot chocolate is all stored here. And then what we can do is look. So for instance, this is a client's. So this is communal. So when I have working students tacking up horses, I ask that clients keep their bridles here, their girth, saddle, and then brushes. Now, if they have other things that they don't want to walk away, I ask that they keep them up here, you know, like a helmet, their gloves, whatever lotions and potions they may have.
Sure.
I ask that they do that. So here is the tack room.
Okay, so this is, like you said, cleaning for tack cleaning, little warm water in the wintertime for hot chocolate. You got laundry and trash and all that little spot for them to clean. And of course, we talked about there's a tack hook, and then there's the rest of it, lots of lockers.
Yep.
So you got a power outlet and everything, but yeah, this looks great. Nice lights, all finished off.
It's neat, clean. Hopefully things don't walk away. And then we have it's good and bad. So all the fans for this side of the barn are all attached to this switch. And so unlike the other side of the barn, they are all individual. There's a fan in each stall, and so they have a plug for each stall, which honestly, I think this may be the better route, because then you don't forget someone, whereas sometimes, you know, there'll be 3 horses that have their fans on, and maybe the other horse doesn't have his fan on because someone forgot to plug it in. So I think this is actually better, and it's really nice for airflow. I think I'm going to get more fans through the aisle, and I also want to get like the fans that suck the air out of the barn.
Yeah, exhaust.
So working towards that.
Sure.
So, and then we'll just.
You got a little, so behind you here, it looks like a little area with.
Well, this area is just payment. So when people are coming, that they just pin the check to the board. We have a calendar. This is, looks like we need to dust.
That's always in any barn.
But this just shows, you know, like no show, cancellation, lateness, just asking that, you know, if you don't show up or you cancel, you know, without 24 hours notice, you still have to pay for the lesson. So this is just our policy, just little pictures or articles. Our vet was in the newspaper. We were in the newspaper. These are, June actually has a calendar. And so
June is famous.
June is very famous.
June is on YouTube now, so June is very famous.
And so she has a calendar. She's had a calendar since 2017 until they are there. And then this is just kind of a reminder, you know, like when vendors come. So like we have Jeff with Sport Horse Massage. He comes every week now, but and it's just a little reminder. Stacy Hockle with Equine Inspire, she is our saddle fitter, and she comes out every 8 weeks. Cairo is needed. The vets come out the first and the third week of every month. Jake, we have a list of groups. We have A, B, and C. Each group he comes out to see every 6 weeks. But it's just a reminder. We don't usually use this board too much.
So Pete wants to know what you do with your manure. Do you spread on your own land?
We do 2 things. We compost. And so during the summer months, we compost because the fields are growing crops and haven't been harvested. And as soon as it's harvested, we take the manure out. We're very lucky. The farmers near us want our manure,
especially composted.
Yeah, and so we spread it. It's usually like 30 loads, and takes about, I don't know, a week, and then we spread it.
Nice. So Valerie wants to know, for going to a horse show.
Yeah.
First of all, do you braid their manes and tails? And then if so, how long approximately does it take to braid their mane and their tail?
It depends on the horse's mane.
So do you braid manes and tails?
We braid manes
and
not tails, and forelock.
And the forelock, can you point to yourself?
The forelock is basically what is hanging over their forehead.
Okay.
And
But you don't braid the tail.
no.
Okay.
We do the forelock and the mane, and so there is a running braid, which is more like a Frisian, which takes about 10, 15 minutes.
Wouldn't you say that's like a French braid on a human? With a run down.
Not really, because it's more on the side.
Well, but
the forelock is more like a French braid.
Okay. Okay.
And then we do individual. I'm trying to think if there's a picture.
I know,
guess
right?
You can look. I mean, these might be too small.
What about over on your, maybe on your wall or something?
You can like maybe zoom in on one of these and see how tiny they are.
So that horse has a running braid, the gray.
And then maybe go up to the top.
And
one.
then the chestnut horse has
Right
individually braided single braids down the whole layer of the mane. So a little different. And
depending on, how much experience you have, the little tiny braids that go down the mane can take a half an hour to an hour.
Okay.
Roughly. Yep.
Great. Thanks, guys. Thank you guys for the questions. We appreciate it. Keep them coming.
All right, moving on.
All right.
So you've seen our tack-up bag.
Yeah, so you have 3 spots. That's fantastic. So the farrier and vet don't use these. It's just for the students.
Just for the clients.
The clients, students,
Yep,
whatever.
right here.
All right. So that's really nice. And they're matted.
Yep.
So that's really great.
And eventually I'm going to buy a mat that will go down the entire length. Right now, it's just up for cash flow.
Yeah.
They're very expensive.
And heavy. And heavy.
And heavy. So we'll move down. And so what we did, I wanted to have a heated and a larger indoor riding arena than what I have. And so I built that over my old outdoor riding arena.
So this is the end of the original barn. Right here is the end wall of what was your original barn that your family built in the early 90s.
Yep. Yep. And so then we have a tunnel going down into it, which is great because it's great for everyone's buns. It's a nice steep hill. And it's well lit. If we wanted to, we have the option of closing this door. We also, in the wintertime, actually every night I do close that door so the animals don't get in. And then we have this door with the screens, and we have another hydrant here. So this hydrant, we have a hose that'll, we can fill up all the stalls on this side. And so we can easily take the horses out to the pasture through this door. So it's all enclosed.
And you got more fly door.
Yep.
That's
and
nice.
Down this aisle, it's a little bit dark.
Dark and creepy.
Is the bathroom. Straight ahead is the bathroom.
And more ribbons.
Yep. And so.
And pictures.
We have more ribbons, pictures of horses. And unfortunately, you can't see it because it's dark, but this is my happy wall. Right here. Because the thumbs up or always, I had a good ride. So if you're depressed, here's the happy wall. And you have the bathroom. And then this is also our entrance. So people just come in here and it's really simple. The parking lot, if you come out here, is off to the right. Our pastures are right out. You just walk them out. They're all numbered.
You can see that looks like you got hay huts out there.
Each pasture has a hay hut. We still have 3 more to build. And I'm very fortunate. A wonderful client's husband is building them.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm going to attempt to, I don't know if it'll let me do it. No, it's not going to let me zoom in. That's kind of how it goes with StreamYard. Sorry, everybody.
Yep.
But so this is your riding arena.
Yep, that's the riding arena.
So the outdoor view, and here's the tunnel.
Yep.
And then Megan was talking about there's the door that they come in and out of.
Yep.
With the nice fly screens. So yeah, you can kind of see it is steep.
Well, that's for water flow. All the water that comes off the roof goes down there, and we actually have a drain that will take it to the other side, and the water drains out on the other side.
Yeah, so this is part of her arena. The horses out there, and then actually around the corner here would be where my car is. It's the parking area. So.
And then Mumsy's flowers are there. That's all the gardening.
Mumsy's flowers, and we actually have a flower right here, and some flowers here that are done blooming, I think. but okay, so.
And then we'll show you.
We'll leave the door open for a little bit of sunlight.
We don't have a bale loft anymore, but we have, we can store about 4,000 to 5,000 bales in here. And we have 3 doors that we just open the door and bring the hay in.
Nice.
And we.
Oh, there it is.
The bobcat. We definitely need a bobcat.
That is where the magic comes from.
It sure does. And we have wheelbarrows that we only use for hay, and we have wheelbarrows that we only use for manure. And then we also have straw, some straw bedding that we keep in here.
In case a horse needs something special.
Yep.
Lots of hay here.
Hay. We can still buy more hay.
That's awesome. Got room for more.
We sure do.
It's nice to have that. Hay in the barn is money in the bank.
Yep.
Looks like you got the typical needed trap every now and then for varmints and things.
Yep. Now we'll go off to the arena.
Okay, guys, so this is where I get a little nervous, everybody, that I'm going to lose you because we're going to have to probably switch Wi-Fi, which is a little scary for me. So
why don't you run? Be really quick.
I think I have to actually I think I might have to physically change the Wi-Fi over. So I'm really scared I'm going to lose you guys, but if I do, I'm going to try to come back. So let's see. Okay, got another question for you. Hang on. What is your biggest accomplishment working with horses? That's from Valerie again.
In terms of competition or in terms of
whatever you've decided your biggest accomplishment is so far to date. What are you most proud of?
There's a couple of them, but I would say I started a fjord many years ago, and
that's a breed of horse.
Yeah, it's a breed of horse, and the owner decided to get out of riding, and I suggested she donate the horse to Three Gates. And
what is Three Gates?
Three Gates is the therapeutic riding center, and I'm not sure they're still using her. Like I said, it was like 20 years ago. She helps many kids and adults with disabilities, and so I would say that would probably be my greatest accomplishment.
That's awesome. Okay, so we are going to attempt to go down to the arena, and I say attempt because I have to switch the Wi-Fi, so bear with me, everybody.
Here we go.
I'm a little scared. We're just going to watch the Wi-Fi signal and hope for the best. Woo. And try not to fall down. Okay, so Megan, go down there. Let's show them. Truly, this is a ramp. Like you said, it's a hill.
Come on down. Oh, we probably should show you this first.
Okay.
So in the wintertime, come on down. This door is closed.
So this is it's like a garage door.
So in the wintertime, instead we can't yell door, so you have to hit the doorbell.
Do it again.
So we have a doorbell, and if I say okay, what you would do is you'd hit, and the door would open. But you can't just hit this remote because you never know where the person is on the.
So they could be riding and right next to the door.
And so then also out here we have a manure quart and a bucket. Always keep empty.
That's a full day of training right there.
Yep. So
hang on, we gotta look.
Come on in.
Can you guys see that? There we go. Ride like a champion today. A little inspiration for going into the riding arena. Okay, fingers crossed that we switch. So maybe let me try to sit really quick before I'm scared.
Be bold.
I'm scared, everyone. Okay. Okay, everybody, I think we have successfully made the jump to the arena. Yay, we're back. Okay, so we are in your arena. And so when did you build this?
So I got the check to build it
Right.
in 2014, but I don't believe it was finished until 2015 because it was supposed to take 4 months, and I think it took a year and maybe 3 months.
So we talked earlier. This was originally, you had an outdoor arena here.
This was originally an outdoor, and we.
So it was somewhat graded.
Yeah, it was an outdoor. Yeah, it was.
Same size.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was 80 by 200. And we picked this location because it started raining a lot and we didn't get to use the outdoor. And so I was like, well, and it's connected. We thought about placing it next to the barn, but then having too much snow, how do you connect it? Flooding issues. So we picked this because the site was already prepped. And it just made a lot of sense. And so
this is not a pole barn.
No, it's steel and it's insulated. We have 4 heaters, 1 in each corner. We also have a row of mirrors.
So will I have Wi-Fi if we go down there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna show everybody. So let's talk about the siding here, the kickboards. This is
just plyboard.
And people will notice they're not straight up and down, and that is so when you're riding, the poor rider has a place for their legs along the wall. You don't get squashed up against the wall.
Yep.
Keeps the horse's legs off the wall and the horse and the rider off the wall. So yeah, okay. So this is a metal building.
Yep.
All right. So
it's insulated. It's really nice in the summertime. It doesn't get more than 70 degrees in here. Nice. And in the wintertime, it doesn't get under 40.
All right.
And it's 80 by 200.
And so you have mirrors down here.
We have mirrors.
And so let's show. So what did you choose for? Looks like you've got some fans.
Yep, we have 3 fans down the middle, and they're actually 8-foot fans, and they look tiny. Our pitch is 24 feet. So the height of the building, it really gives it like a cathedral feeling. You don't feel boxed in.
Yeah.
Our old arena, I think the height of it was 13 feet.
Well, and like you said, it really definitely adds the cooling in the summer with the heat.
It does.
Draws the heat up and out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a really nice row of mirrors here.
We do.
So can we talk about horse-safe mirrors?
We can. They supposedly don't shatter if something runs into them.
So it's not something you go down to the local hardware store for?
No, we went to a glass store. And then we had to build the foundation of it. Obviously, it's resting on the kickboard, but it's actually at an angle, so the mirrors are angled inward. And we had to build.
How did you find that perfect angle? Trial and error, or did somebody give you an idea?
Yeah, trial and error. We used a mirror, and then we played around with it, and then like I said, the client's husband actually built this. That's
fantastic. So let's go say hello to everybody.
Yep.
So as you said, you've got heaters in here for winter. Yep. And you do have obviously some really nice windows.
We do have windows that we can open. I haven't opened them yet this year.
Yeah. So hi everybody. We're gonna go say hi. So yeah, these are great. These mirrors are really great. Yeah. Hi everyone. Can't see anything to me other than my mask in the back of my phone. But yeah, this is great.
I think they're 8-foot mirrors, and it's 80 is the whole arena.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Yep. So there's the fan again. And again, you got, obviously, like you said, each corner has a heater.
Yeah. And then we have a big door that we can bring the tractor in and drag the arena.
Yeah, that's really nice. Mm-hmm. So you host, obviously you're teaching all your clients, you're riding horses here, but you also host clinics.
We do.
So,
and for auditors, like we have.
Do you holler?
Holler? No, we have a sound system. But what I was going to tell you is they sit alongside the wall. We have chairs, and we pull out chairs, or they bring chairs, and then we have these little PCV pipes that we just lay out, and they stay behind it.
Sure.
So it's really nice. And we have a sound system. We can go down here.
I think I see your mounting block.
Yep, we have a nice mounting block. We have poles out, so you can just go behind the poles. So it's a flat side. So we have 4 corners. There's no rounded corners.
So tell me about your footing.
The footing is 6 inches of compacted screenings under this, and this is torpedo
And screenings
sand.
is what?
It's fine gravel, basically, and it's compacted. And then we put torpedo sand on top of it. And really what I wanted was to put sand and a rubber mix. But unfortunately, at the time, I ran out of money because I had a budget. And then, like I said, it was supposed to take 4 months. And the contractors, we actually had a fire, and we had to pay double for the tunnel, the manure house, and the feed room. And so what actually happened is in 2015, this was put up, and I fired them, and then I had to hire another company to finish it because there was a little bit of outside work that needed to be done. And then it was like right around October, and we didn't even have the tunnel. And so I was paranoid, like we didn't have the stalls in. It was still 11 stalls. I was still trying to run my business while they were working. It was so stressful. And so they asked for more money. We thought, oh, we'll give them more money, which then I was well over budget. And that didn't do anything. They just took the money and left. And so then I had to go back to the bank, ask for more money, and we hired a different company, and they finished the tunnel, and that's all I could complete, the building and the tunnel that I paid double for. And so then it was a year later, maybe even a year and a half later, that I was able to finish the manure house and the feed room. So it was such a stressful time.
Yeah,
I bet. Such a stressful time. So
we have another question from the audience.
Yeah.
Peter asks, what kind of music do the riders have during their routines or rides, and what have you chosen?
Well, when I run the barn, I ride in the morning until roughly around noon, and then the lessons start noon until 7. And so I usually listen to Pandora. Bruno Mars is big. I love Florida Georgia Line. I sometimes listen to 70s disco. So it just kind of depends on the mood I'm in. The riders don't usually get to listen to music because they have to, these poor students, they have to listen to me. Those poor guys. So, and like I said, we'll walk down there. There's a sound system. So unless they have a freestyle, and then they listen to their freestyle music.
Sure.
So yeah, we'll head on down. And in the arena, we do have, for clinics, we have a refrigerator that we put water in. We also have hot water. We have cups are all right here that just stay here.
That's great.
And then down here we do have some seating, but most of the time we don't have a lot of people coming to watch. But here we have this little screen, and you just hit it.
So this is your sound system.
Yeah, I should have kept it on. It's so cool. Derek set it up. And luckily, I can keep asking him for help.
That's fantastic.
Because sometimes it needs to be looked at. So yeah. Okay, so let's do this, and you can hear it. Hopefully you guys can hear it. So I just have a little headset that I put on. Just like so. And then turn it on.
Oh.
And away you go. So this is what it sounds like. So they don't have to worry about headsets or anything. I just put my headset on. And it is great for clinicians that come. And the auditors can hear, the riders can hear. So we're very, very fortunate.
So it looks like you've got 2 speakers here, and then is there speakers at the other end as well?
Oh, there's just 2 speakers.
Well, these are definitely adequate.
Yeah.
That's
totally,
awesome.
Totally adequate. And you can play music. It's awesome. And we have like extra spurs and hand whips. Over here, we have lunging whips. We have in hand, if you need a lead rope, we have a neck stretcher, we have extra side reins, lunge line. We have fly spray because sometimes there might be 1 or 2 flies in here and the horses can't handle that. And then communal whips.
More bug spray.
Our mounting block, we have some cavalettis, and then right now I put out fly control, but you can hang coats. We put up coolers because a lot of times in the winter time they're coming with coolers on them.
Sure.
And you can just put the cooler over the
Looks
barn.
like you've decorated.
I have decorated, yeah. We have some pictures. These horses they're 4 Frisians, and it's a big deal. All 4 of them were 3 of them were in training with me. The other one, the client, was in training with me. And they all got their sport predicate, which means they all went to 3rd level, and they had to get 5 scores of 60% or higher. And so 3 of the horses I trained, and their owners. So Sue Nightbird owned Elbrecht and Lobka, who are on the right, and Mary Minch owned Peter and Ty. So yeah, all 4 of them got their sports predicate, and the 2 ladies on the right also earned their elite status. So that's pretty cool. And then the paintings are done by my grandfather and my mother.
Oh wow!
So they're all around the arena. And then there's other pictures of horses you can see. We don't, unless you want to go around.
Some paintings, some images, as you can see.
But so I just put out some pictures that of special horses I've had in the past. So it's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, this is great. So let's go to the corner and show everybody how big the arena is. I'm going to go stand in the corner back here so you get an idea of the size. We're stepping down in. So this is the arena. And you can see the far end and the roofing, ceiling. So large arena. 80 by 200, you said?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And then the one thing I actually wanted to do but didn't do was actually add on 10 more feet, because I had wanted, like in Europe, they have like a little coffee house. I had wanted to put that at the end, but it just costs a lot of money, so we didn't do that.
Absolutely.
So we just have it as is.
That's the dream.
That's
to have
the dream.
The unlimited budget.
We're very, very fortunate. This is a wonderful arena. It was very frustrating putting it in. We were way over budget, but it was worth it in the end. I mean, now it's done, it's complete, and we're all settled in. It's a beautiful, beautiful arena. We're very, very lucky. Now we just need to build an outdoor.
There's always something, right?
Always something. Yep.
There's always something you can do, right?
Yep.
Hey, how about that coffee lounge thing here, back on the backside?
Exactly. We need the coffee lounge.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No, you have a lounge. You showed us. It was nice.
Oh, that lounge. Yeah, but it's not connected.
No, I know.
It's not connected. So yeah, that's Lindinhof.
Nice. That's awesome. So any other questions, anybody? Otherwise, let's we'll show everybody truly how big the hill is here.
Oh, you want to go back up the hill?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
We'll at least show them from the bottom of the hill. So does your sound system just auto shut off or whatever?
I shut it off.
It just falls asleep.
No,
that's cool.
You gotta hit the off button, otherwise it stays on all night.
So you got, here's the garage door we talked about with the doorbell that rings.
Yep.
So yeah, there we go. That's the little hill to walk up to the barn. Little butt buster.
It is. It's great.
Good for the horses and riders.
It's awesome.
Absolutely. So see, some good signs. Horses here, no auditors. But yeah,
we try to keep, everything safe. So like when we have auditors and clinics, we try to just have people come through the human door. and then having just horses and riders come down here. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yep. So yeah, that's got to be great having this little tunnel in wintertime.
Oh my God, it's fabulous. And it's, I thought I really want to make the whole barn heated and insulated all, which I think is like a 10-year plan. But if you're going to do it this way, this is definitely the way to do it. I've seen other barns where it's heated in the tack up area and not in the arena. But this is my office. I'm out here all day long, 12 hours a day. And to have it heated in here, this is definitely the way to go. You don't want the horses to have too cold of a back. And they can come in here. And I don't heat it in the wintertime. It's 40 degrees. It's not heated to 60 degrees.
That would be a really difficult transition for the horses.
Huge.
And riders, really.
Yeah. And so if there's any way to do it, this is the way to do it.
Yeah. So this is insulated, as she said, and heated. You can see the ceiling's insulated as well, obviously. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And again, like we keep adding on, and you had a lot of time to think about things to lay out. But if I could start all over again, it would probably be laid out a lot differently. But
you were how old when you built this?
I was 8.
Yeah.
We didn't know a thing. So yeah, it would have been totally different. But this is what we did.
And what you could afford at the time, and it was just you.
Yeah, exactly. So to be able to, from 8 to, oh my gosh, 30 years. This has been a 30-year project that you're looking at.
Yeah.
And I didn't ever plan to be a professional here.
You didn't?
No.
Never thought this was going to turn into where you were going to be professional?
No. I got married and then decided I was going to run off and move and
go somewhere else.
But I got married and I thought, oh, well, I'll just build it here. I wasn't going to build anywhere, but I didn't want to own, and so now I do. So here we are.
Yeah. So looking up at, that's obviously the original barn up there, would you hang a ceiling in there?
Yeah, that I would like to hang a ceiling and then have radiant heat down the aisle. We've talked to a few people about that. And just over the stalls.
Now you talked about when we came down putting mats down the aisle. Mm-hmm. Now when we were in the original stall portion of your barn, you had pavers. Would you ever either blacktop or concrete or paver your aisle?
Never. I did the pavers. I put the pavers in like 2 days, and it was terrible. It was so much work. It was so unpleasant. I was so sore. And it was under, because this is a working barn. So to stop is a lot.
And I think if you were to concrete this, I think they recommend 30 days curing before you run horses and equipment and stuff up and down aisle. So
we would have
you would have to do it in the winter and not be here.
Yeah.
So and that would be a whole nother challenge of doing it in the wintertime.
And then we'd have to dig down into the aisle, and I just don't want to do that. I don't think that's a good option for us. So I think a mat would be a great option, and with the radiant heat.
Yeah, absolutely. So that would be a big project.
Yep.
Especially one main aisle.
It's just one aisle.
So what's in your addition? Is it concrete or is it dirt or your spot?
Oh, it's just dirt.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I have in my place. Yeah. It's expensive, and there are some real cons to doing either blacktop or concrete.
I would do concrete, but I would do thermal underneath. Like if I were to do this all over again, I would do the thermal.
Yeah. Concrete can be a little slippery
but I would do concrete and then I'd put mats down. That's probably what
so
I would do.
You'd still have the mats.
I'd still have the mat.
So what about, you talked about doing a wash stall and would there be a bathroom and everything?
We have a bathroom. What I really want, we're probably not going to ever have a wash rack just because it's too separate. But what I want to do is have laundry with the bathroom. So yeah.
Laundry's scary in a horse barn.
It is.
It's nice,
Yeah.
but it's a little scary.
Yep.
So yeah, pretty cool. Huh. So yeah, you got the continued plans.
We're just gonna keep building.
So your next, what you mentioned at the beginning of this live stream, your next plan, it looks like we got another possibly question here, but let me quick ask mine is, we talked in the beginning, you showed us down, basically I'll say out back, but all the way at the end of this aisle, you are talking about putting in a very large outdoor arena.
Yeah, I
back
want to
there.
be able to put in an 80 by 200 outdoor again. And then behind that, I want to put in like a jumping arena behind that, and then a track that goes around both. So that
a couple arenas.
Yeah.
Oh. You're thinking that'll be 2021?
I have no idea.
Maybe start it this year.
Well, I want a covered arena, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but no, we're going to start putting in the outdoor, but it just won't be covered.
Yeah. Well, baby steps.
Baby steps.
This was an outdoor.
This was an outdoor. Yep.
So
it was a great outdoor. So
now it's covered and
now
enclosed.
It's covered. So dreams do come true.
And hard work pays off eventually.
Eventually.
Right.
Eventually it does. So yeah.
So do we try to switch the Wi-Fi again and see if we can get up here? Okay, so we did have another question. Yep. Sorry, I meant to get back to that. If someone wanted to attend a clinic at your farm for auditing, like, do you advertise the clinics on your website, or how would they find out about it? And then, like, is there a cost for somebody to come watch?
Yep. We usually put out a flyer.
Where?
It has all the prices in it, and it's advertised in the WDCTA Facebook.
What's the WDCTA?
Wisconsin Dressage Combined Training Association.
Okay.
And on our Facebook page, our Lindinhof Facebook page.
Which is, what is it again?
Lindinhof Equine Sports Centrum.
Okay.
And that's about it. Yeah.
So Facebook is a good place to find out information on your Facebook page.
Or just calling and emailing is also good.
So there's another question here. You mentioned possibly putting in a treadmill. Mm-hmm. So the question is, would you think about doing like a water therapy? So is that like an aqua sizer? Or?
Yeah, I think with winter and freezing, I don't think that's a good option for our barn. I want to just put in just a treadmill. That's what I'd like to do. The other thing I want to add on to my barn as well, and put I guess you call it a hot walker, but it would be an enclosed hot walker, about 5 or 6 horse. And so that way in the winter time, when we can't turn the horses out because of ice or snow or bad weather, and it's all housed, so we could put them in the hot walker and they could get out multiple times a day.
They could stretch.
Yeah. So whether it's the treadmill or it's the hot walker, they would get out besides being worked and
ridden. Yeah. Great question. Thanks, Valerie. So, okay, so we're going to attempt to switch over from the Wi-Fi in the arena to the barn.
Okay.
So Megan can turn the lights off and close up her arena.
Okay.
And of course, this is the stuff. Hang tight, everybody. I might go dark for, 30 seconds. So let me see if I can do this. I got to see if I can.
Keep going.
Well, hang on. I got to get to the right spot. So I think it's this one. Hang on, people. I'm still in the arena. Yep, I'm still connected to the arena. Okay. Okay, all right. Oh, we got another question. What are horses' favorite treats?
Um,
And I'll add to that, what's your philosophy on treats?
Apples, carrots, and bananas. I think they like
Bananas.
fresh food. Sometimes they like dry bread as well, like stale bread. I don't feed a lot of treats. If they've had a good workout, like I have apple wafers. If I remember, I give them a treat. Usually at the end of their workout, we'll put them in their feed bucket. And he knows what the word treat is.
Well, hello.
Hey, bud.
Hi. Aren't you handsome? How's it going, bud? Aren't you handsome? He says T-R-E-A-T, please.
That's right.
So what about sugar?
What about sugar?
Is that a treat?
Sugar cubes, yeah. I used to give a lot of sugar cubes, but I don't anymore.
Yeah. So, okay, so this is a training barn. Obviously, you teach lessons, but basically your focus is training horses and riders.
Yep.
And hopefully horses owned by the riders that you're training. But let's talk about when you do have guests or like we'll say, clinics and you got people here watching, people coming into your barn.
Yep.
What are the do's and don'ts of coming into a strange barn?
Don't touch other people's horses. Number one, you just don't know if they bite. You don't know what they do. Don't open doors. Don't open windows. If you're not from the barn, just use the bathroom and then go back down and audit.
Stay out of tack rooms,
yeah,
probably.
and ask the barn owner or the staff if you can have a tour, if you're curious. But I think walking around and just snooping, which I love to do, just seeing how other people run their farm is probably not okay. It depends. Each barn is a little bit different. I have clients that don't like their horses touched, so I have to uphold the rules.
Sure.
Also, you just never know if you touch one horse and they have a snotty nose and then you go touch another horse, if you're spreading it, just like a cold, just like with people.
COVID.
So it's a little bit of a biohazard there.
Social distancing for horses.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, too, if you play with their face and sometimes it's young horse or you over treat them or something, they start to, bite. And, as a trainer, you work really hard. I used to have a young horse, a 3-year-old, that the owner would before I'm about to go into the arena, would pet its face or invite her friends and pet the face. And she'd get all really excited. And it's like an hour before you're supposed to go into the show arena and give them treats. They're just like kids. If you give them sugar, they're not going to go to bed. So, but stuff like that happens. People don't think about that.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anybody? Last questions, everybody. We've been on for a little over an hour. It's probably about time to let these horses go to bed.
I think it's perfect. Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No. Just enjoy the horses. Enjoy life, follow the rules. We're so lucky to be able to be doing this. I feel very fortunate that, most days, being outside, we work when it's cold, we work when it's raining, we work when it's sunny, when it's humid. And right now we have a job, we get to be outside, we get to keep our routine. And I think that's so important. So I'm just really grateful. So just have fun, enjoy your horses, and yeah.
I guess probably a good relevant question, considering everything going on in the world right now, is what have you experienced due to the COVID situation? Have you been able to maintain normalcy here, or did you have to change any of your routine here in the barn?
I think for the most part, a few things have changed. I always had wipes in the bathroom. Now we have hand sanitizer in the bathroom as well as in the communal areas. But our barn isn't run like a boarding barn, so we don't have a lot of people that come at the same time. So a rider would come in and she'd be riding, and then the next rider comes, 45 minutes before, tacks up her horse. So at most there's maybe 2 or 3 people here at a time. So I think in that sense, we're very lucky. Also, everything is like, this is this person's stuff. So we're kind of already quarantined. I already run the barn as a bit quarantined. We do have a kids camp. We do wear masks. I'm not wearing one obviously right now because
But I am.
we are social
My
distancing.
Freeman's mask.
Yeah. I think the only other thing is usually, you know, when clients want to bring their friends, I usually always say yes. I haven't been really allowing that just due to COVID and just trying to minimize traction through the barn.
Absolutely.
So, other than that, we, you know, business wise, we've had a lull, obviously, because people are staying home. There's the unknown. So, obviously, just like any other small business, we're struggling. So, we're just keeping our head down, feeding horses, working horses.
And then the show season has been crazy.
The show season has been crazy, yeah.
It started very, very late.
It started in June, and then we'll see if it continues. They keep threatening that they're going to take it away.
A lot of stuff's been canceled, but some stuff isn't canceled. It's always
yeah, we just don't know. It's the unknown, so we don't know what's going to happen. So
yeah.
But I think in that sense we're really fortunate because the horses make us keep our routine. We still have to feed them in the morning, in the night. They still have to be worked. They still have to be turned out. So our routine is still the same. I still train horses in the morning and teach lessons in the afternoon.
Yeah. So, all right, well, let's take a final walk down and call it a night. So while we do that, I always try to end up the live stream. We briefly talked about it, but Megan, how do people get a hold of you?
You can check us out on our website, lindinhof.com. You can check us out on Facebook, Lindinhof Equine Sports Centrum. Just search for us. You can call me, 608-445-8531, or you can email lindinhofllc@gmail.com. So, and then if you want to come out and have a tour, give me a call. Happy to set something up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'd love to help you.
Social distancing and masked.
Social distancing and mask, please.
Yep. This is the beauty of doing this, is that I can stay 6 feet away generally from her. I'm masked, but she's leading.
Yep.
I'm following, trying not to fall on my face.
Don't fall on.
Trying to keep you in the frame while I just very carefully walk and not hopefully fall.
Well, thank you for joining us.
So yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, everybody. So this is Lindinhof. Again, Lindinhof Equine Sports Centrum on Facebook, as she said. And so that was
my loft, and hopefully it'll be room.
That was your haymow back when you were a little girl. That's cool. So
yeah.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. Here, hang on. Stay there, Megan. We'll try to do the social distance hello. Right? I don't know if we're both in or not, but thank you, everybody, so much for joining us. And we will see you guys on the next live stream. This will be available on demand on YouTube. So check out our other live streams. We've done a whole bunch.
Thank you.
And we should quickly show them. You got USDF certified instructor shirt on. So yeah, that's awesome. And okay, we gotta show them this.
This is a horse I trained. She was a broodmare. Her name is Jewel.
I'm trying to not have. There we go.
By Glare. And she was with me for 6 years.
Look at this.
Yes, I did train her how to do the lavad. So yeah, there she is.
That's a cool note to end on. I'm trying to not have the glare from the lights. So, all right, everybody, have a great night. Stay happy, stay healthy, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
So say goodbye.
Bye.